Sagittarius, when I sat down with your energy, there was something like a call that is upon you right now. And it's a question what this call is about. And let's take a look at Lenormand cards first. And then we'll take a look at some oracle cards to see what is supporting you and what is happening right now. So let's take a look. We have the first card that we have is the snake. The second card, whoops, is the park. And the third card is the heart. And this feels a little bit like there was some complication that happened in your life that kept you from showing your love, showing your heart and your maybe even your innocence in the outer world. The park is the outer world, and it's how we show up in our life. And we have Venus, maybe even showing up how you would show up in relationship and in love. And we have a Taurus as well, and as we know that Taurus is the home of Venus. So we're talking about how you felt secure, to maybe if you identify as a woman, how you felt secure as a woman on this planet. And on the other hand, it can mean that how you showed up in life for love and for being really committed to other people with your heart. And of course, if we experience things that are hurtful to us, it's what happens, right? It is us not showing up and being afraid of being intimate. So whatever that meant in your life, whatever happened in your life, feels like there was no security to be all of you and to be embodied. We have Venus and Taurus is the embodiment. And we have, just in astrology, we had Chiron enter Taurus. So one thing that we will heal in this time, or what we are called to heal, is our embodiment and our sense for security on this planet. And it can mean as well heal our value system, feel everything that is connected to money, because that's what comes next. Because when we are not secure in ourselves and in our own value for ourselves, it can mean that we have difficulties in earning money or keeping relationships and all of those things. And it seems like that this conflict and this thing that happened in your life that was complicated can even mean, the snake can always mean that there was a female person in your life that created these complications. But this is the moment where we can heal it. And Sagittarius and the North Node entered Aquarius, and it's your third house, and Pluto is in your third house. So whatever that means, it means that you come into this place where you put the things that you learned as a Sagittarius. You are connected to higher learning and to higher wisdom. And in this moment, to be the third house to be emphasized is the opposite side of the ninth house, is the opposite side of this is the moment where it is amplified that you put the things that you learned from other people, that you put it into work. Because it is, the truth is nothing worth if it's not put into a place where it will work out. And so this is the moment where you take all of your wisdom that you earned, and I see 11:11 at the clock right now, so that's a sign for you too. And this is the moment where you put your wisdom that you accomplished in Leo, in shining your light, and even being connected to the shadow side and the light side of Leo. Can be something egotistical, can be something look at me, but it can be, in the beautiful side, it is something innocent as well, finding your heart. And as the Lenormand cards showed in the beginning, it is about your heart. It's about how you show up and how you show your heart in the outer world. And so to take your wisdom into the next level and put it into work, to find a place where it really works out, where the things that you accomplished as your wisdom will work out. And the solar eclipse that will happen on the 12th will amplify this, because it is happening in your ninth house. So there is something like in this solar eclipse, it's connected to the south node. It is the question and the call that you really put your work and your truth into the world by finding places where the laws are working, where the truth is really working. And I love this number as well, as I see it on the screen right now. It's 1113. And it's like the rise of your knowledge. It's the rising above the things that you earned as a Sagittarius. The shadow side of Sagittarius is, for me, often there is a truth, and you are holding this truth, and then the Sagittarius tends to preach without putting it into work. So there is something that is stepping away from this, because you want to heal something. And you want to heal something because it's Chiron in Taurus happening. And you want to heal the past. And that's what the call was about, to heal the complications, to put it into words, maybe even write about it. The third and ninth house is a communication axis. It's about, the third house is about the communication, putting it into the world, into the word, and into the world as well, with publishing in the ninth house. So it is, I think, what I feel about it is there is something you have to voice. And you have to voice the truth that is learned, or that you learned from other people. You learn through the complications with other people. You put it into words through the third house. And in this putting it into words so that other people can understand it, you have the chance to publish and to have something coming up that leads you into this area where you are seen as a teacher. And we have in the eye of the storm. And I think that can come up with the amplification of a call and complications from the past, that we can feel like we are in the storm. But I feel that you are beyond being torn to the left and to the side, to the right by these waves. I think you are beyond that. And that's the beauty of it, because you already know how to stay in the storm and to stay in the eye of the storm. Because as we can see, these horses are in the middle of the wave, and in this moment they are calm. And they can allow the waves to go up and down and whatever, but they stay in the middle of it. And in the middle, in the eye of the storm, there is peace. So I think, Sagittarius, that you had a lot of storm in the past year, and it stirred up a lot of things. And of course, with Pluto and the North Node in the third house, it will continue changing your relationship to communication in the upcoming years. But with amplifying the ninth house and with connecting the third to the ninth, there is something that will show up that is like an connection. And it's a connection of your wisdom and the learning and the things that really work. So it's moving beyond preaching. It is stepping into being a teacher. And being a teacher means that you put it into words that other people understand the learning. And we have the second card is the card 25, and it's attraction. And as we can see in this card, there are two different horses, different colored horses that are connected to each other. They allow themselves to be close. And this can even mean that there is something that is calling you that is so different from your perception until now. It's so different. But to step into it and to allow it to attract you. And as there is something that you don't want to voice, as I can feel that the chakra is closing. So there is something in your energy that you don't want to share, because maybe it's coming from this situation that we had with the snake, that there was something in your life that put you in a place where you were wronged. And now you are afraid of calling things out. can mean something like this. And we have a miracle, and I believe that this will help you. A miracle in this moment, and we have this dragon card, as you can see. We have the miracle and the card, the number 5. This is something that you can expect in the next, and from this eclipse, I want to say, this is what you can expect: a miracle to happen, something you really, really wish for, but you never thought it would really happen. And I would say it will. And it will put you into a situation where you can choose to let this part of you go, because you can see it clearly now. And you can see that it is important that you let it go. Because if you want to embody all of you, it's important to step into the full awareness of yourself. And it's so sweet. This is our volunteer from the tarot deck. And it is like the moment where you choose to make a trustful. And make a trustful is having your staff. She has a staff in her hand. She has the crystal in her hand, and it's an amethyst. It's healing, and she is allowing herself to fall into the sacred geometry of life. And at the bottom of the deck, there was the 7 of Swords. So that is where we come into the story of the snake, and being betrayed, and not trusting life to be really embodied as whatever you identify as, and to be embodied in love, because that's really risky, right? And so we have the attraction, we have someone showing up, and we have another volunteer, and it is the Page of Wands. And it is like allowing yourself to step into the creative process, to just throw your stick and to create. From this place where you earned your knowledge with this complication, with this complicated person as well, but to create with it and to have fun with it. So let's take a look. What is the challenge? And what's the challenge is this moment of embodiment, this moment of grounding yourself and allowing yourself to be really present in this place. Because I think that when this happens, and when you get the call, and the call can be something like an attraction to another person, to show up in love. And what is the thing that comes up when you show up in relationship, when you show up as an embodied person? The next thing that will happen, and I feel that is true, is you run. And sometimes it can be right to run. And I think in the complicated person situation, whatever that was, it is or was a good idea to end this, because it is so complicated and it is so hurtful and it's not leading anywhere. And it comes with the, as we're here, see, the change that comes with us allowing ourselves to let something go and to move into something else. And what I feel about this whole situation, you often changed your place. You often, when something showed up in your life and it called you to step in, you stepped out. And this is the moment where the eclipse helps you to discern. There are places where we have to step in to allow ourselves to be transformed. And this is one of these moments. The old situation with the snake was the one you had to leave. And maybe you didn't. And now a new situation will come up. Maybe a new person will arrive. Let's take a look at what is the message. In this moment when this new person will show up, it's not your place to run. And now we have it. We have a new person showing up. And this is a highly creative person. This is a person, the King of Wands is one that creates and that has a strength. We see the lion in the back. We have a really strong creator. And this person is holding a fire. And maybe this is the moment where you really get afraid and where you put yourself in a bubble to not show up because you are afraid of this attraction. But this is the from Spirit we have, let's take a card to see what Spirit is telling us about it. And we have the Emperor. Put things that you learned into a working situation. So that means be in control of yourself, not falling for different reactions than being in control about your emotions, about your mind. Staying. The Emperor is a stable person. The Emperor is someone who is really into their own structure. And that is the invitation for you to be with yourself, to be structured in yourself. And look at this. Sagittarius, shine your light in this situation and don't run. It is the moment where you are invited to bring all of you. And the Leo eclipse is shining a light on your house of communication. On your house, how you bring the learned experiences, the vision that you created with all of the learnings, with all of those people who you learned from, into the day-to-day life, to shine your light everywhere and to bring your fire. And this is a really beautiful fiery card, right? Bring your fire into your situation and bring your fire into the next relationship. Because the time of of running is over. The time of facing yourself, facing your fears, facing all of the energy that came from the past experiences is the moment to step into the real you. And the real you is showing up with all of their energy. That is so beautiful, Sagittarius. And what I want to have, as always, is a card that I show you. We have a volunteer as well. So let's take that one. That's your closing message. And that's really beautiful as well. Finding your way. When your feet seem to lead you one way and your head says go a different way, come into your heart. I will guide you, helping you to see my signs and most easily find your way on your beautiful life journey. As I said in the beginning, Sagittarius, we have had, and I want to come back to that one, what we had in the beginning was this, the complication that is had influence on you, the way how you showed up in love is changing. And it's changing now. This is so beautiful. Thank you, Sagittarius, for being here, and thank you. If you resonated with this energy and with this reading, just leave me a like and subscribe. It would help this small channel to grow. Thank you, and I see you soon.